Welcome. What follows is a set of détournements, drawn from military material and turned against itself. Détournement is an old tactic, with a simple idea behind it. Take something built to command you, and make it say something else. A recruitment slogan, a general's memoir, a field manual's clean, confident sentences. You leave the word standing at he, or nearly, and you re-aim them. The weapon stays. The target changes. These are the military ones. They take the language of war. Orders, honor, sacrifice, the tidy vocabulary that makes killing sound like duty. And let it buckle under its own weight, or point somewhere it was never meant to go. A word on use. Détournement has never asked permission, and it never will. It borrows freely because it holds that nothing shaping a life should be locked away and rented back. That belief runs both directions. This recording is free. Copy it, share it, play it aloud, hand it to anyone. Only don't fence it off and sell it. The material here belongs to no one, which is another way of saying it belongs to everyone. Listen accordingly.
1. Deception and signal. All warfare is based on deception. Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
All captioning is based on disclosure. Deception, Sun Tzu's first principle, war is won by controlling what the other side perceives. Captioning runs the doctrine in reverse. The bracket exists to tell what the soundtrack would rather imply, and the only thing left hidden on the battlefield of access is the worker who typed it.
Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
Caption silence when the room is loud, and the loudness when the room goes silent. Feign disposition, Sun Tzu's instruction to misrepresent your strength. The captioner cannot afford the luxury. Silence is a load-bearing cue, and the absence of sound is information of the highest military grade. A viewer who is not told the room went quiet has been lied to by omission.
Know the enemy and know yourself. In 100 battles you will never be in peril. Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
Know the audio and know your audience. In 100 reels, you will never miss cue. Knowledge of self and other, the intelligence doctrine at the heart of the art of war. For the captioner, the two fronts are the waveform and the deaf viewer, and most caption failures are intelligence failures. Someone transcribed the sound without ever asking who the captions were for.
The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
The supreme art of access is to caption the work without anyone noticing it was work. Winning without battle, Sun Tzu's ideal victory, achieved before the armies meet. A perfect caption file operates the same way. It is only visible when it fails. The craft's highest achievement and its labor problem are the same fact.
In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
In the midst of overlapping shouting, there is also a style decision. Opportunity in disorder, Sun Tzu's claim that confusion favors the prepared commander. Crosstalk is the captioner's fog of war. 6 voices, 2 lines, 32 characters. Whoever chooses what survives the bracket is exercising command.
Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
Let your edit decisions be quiet and invisible as house style, and when the cue lands, land it like thunderclap. Formlessness, Sun Tzu's doctrine of concealing disposition until the strike. The captioner's editorial judgment is formless by mandate. 1,000 choices per reel, dissolved into a style guide so the file looks authorless. The thunderbolt is the one bracket everyone remembers.
Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
Good captioners read the script first and then run the audio, while bad captioners run the audio first and then seek the meaning. Victory before battle. Sun Tzu's sequencing of preparation and engagement. Pre-read, speaker list, pronunciation notes. The file is won or lost before the first timecode is set. The gig platforms, which pay by the audio minute, pay for the losing order.
He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
She will cue who knows when to caption and when not to caption. Discernment of engagement, knowing which battles to refuse. Not every sound earns a bracket. A caption for every cough is noise, not access. The captioner's restraint is a tactical judgment the auto-captioner cannot make because the machine has never been responsible for a reader's attention.
Opportunities multiply as they are seized. Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
Captions multiply as they are seized by the platform that owns the timecodes. Momentum, Sun Tzu's compounding of advantage. Every file the captioner delivers trains the system that will underbid them next quarter. The opportunity multiplies. It just stops belonging to the person who seized it.
The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
The greatest accommodation is that which requires no request. Supreme excellence, the war won without fighting. Access works the same way. Captions present by default. Before any deaf viewer has to file the ticket, send the email, win the meeting. Anything a viewer must fight for first is not a victory, it is a settlement.
War is the continuation of politics by other means. Karl von Clausewitz, On War.
Captioning is the continuation of authorship by other means. The political instrument, Clausewitz's insistence that war is never autonomous, it serves the policy that launched it. The caption file is never autonomous either. Every bracket extends someone's intentions, the directors, the networks, the style guides. And the open question is whether the captioner's own politics is ever allowed in the chain of command.
Everything in war is very simple, but the simplest thing is difficult. Karl von Clausewitz, On War.
Everything in captioning is very simple, but the simplest cue is difficult. Friction, Clausewitz's name for the accumulated small resistances that make easy things hard in war. Captioning has it in full. The speaker who mumbles one word, the music that ducks under dialogue, the 20 characters per second ceiling. The plan was simple. The waveform is friction.
No plan of operations extends with any certainty beyond the first contact with the main hostile force. Helmuth von Moltke the Elder, on Strategy.
No style guide extends with any certainty beyond the first contact with the actual audio. The Moltke Doctrine, the maxim every officer shortens to "no plan survives contact with the enemy." Every captioning house has a guide that settles all questions in advance, and every captioner knows the guide dies at minute 1, when the speaker laughs while crying and no appendix covers it.
Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Napoleon Bonaparte, attributed.
Never clean up a speaker when he is making a mistake. Exploiting error, Napoleon's tactical patience. Verbatim captioning has the same discipline. The stumble, the slur, the telling pause are evidence. And a captioner who tidies them has altered the record in the speaker's favor. Access means hearing what was actually said, including by the powerful.
Men willingly believe what they wish. Julius Caesar, The Gallic War.
Producers willingly believe the auto-captions are fine. Credulity as weakness. Caesar's observation that desire writes intelligence reports. The wish here is budgetary. Believing the machine output is accurate costs nothing, and the people who hold that belief are never the ones who have to read music over a eulogy.
If you want peace, prepare for war. Vegetius, De Re Militari.
If you want access, prepare it before the lawsuit. Si vis pacem, para bellum, deterrence through readiness. In access, the equation is identical and just as cynical. Institutions caption at the threat of litigation the way states arm at the threat of invasion. The deaf advocate filing the complaint is not starting a war. She is the reason there is peace.
Closing. That's the end of the collection. Every line you just heard was built from material meant to move you in one direction, toward the recruiting office, toward the flag, toward the quiet agreement that some deaths are necessary, and the rest are simply the cost of things. Détourned takes that machinery apart and hands it back in pieces so you can see how it was made. A last word on use. This recording is free. Keep it, copy it, give it away, leave it where a stranger might find it. The rule is the one Détourned has always worked by. Take what shapes you and refuse to let it be sold back to you. Wars end. The language that sold them does not. It changes clothes and waits for the next one. Paying attention to that language, turning it over, catching it in the act, is a small thing to do. But small things, done often enough, are how people stop being marched. Take care of each other.